Hey guys, welcome to Dreamcoin, where we show how to invest for a better tomorrow. My name's Tyler, and today we're going to be covering the Brilliant Earth IPO, which I think is going to be a great stock to potentially look at for the long term, just due to the fact of what they're trying to do in the jewelry space as a business, as well as how they're positioned in what they're doing for sustainability as the world moves forward. So before we totally get into what Brilliant Earth is going to be looking at as a stock, let's dive a little bit into what the company is. For anybody unaware, Brilliant Earth is a jewelry company, and they have a specific focus on sustainability and having very strict ethical practices for where they are sourcing their jewelry gems and everything like that. So a big defining issue in the jewelry space, specifically with diamonds, is the fact that there's a lot of conflict diamonds that come about where different countries in specifically like Africa and the Middle East will go about unethical practices of almost like borderline slavery and different things to come about getting gems to sell to other like bigger investors or people that are looking to buy them to resell. And this comes into a zone where this is financing wars with dictators and different things like that. And so obviously, if you're a company that's trying to stay away from that, that's a huge issue to kind of confront as a company trying to move forward in this space with more ethical practice. For any of you that are also interested in blockchain technology, they are also dealing in that space as well for some of their different diamonds that they are using for tracking and figuring out origins of these. And they are looking to basically just be a front runner for sustainability in the jewelry space, where there's not really a name as big as them that's trying to do that at this current time. Not only do they go about sourcing for ethical practices, but they are also looking to deal in recycled precious metals, so all of their different things can align with their values in the maximal kind of sustainability that you could do in the jewelry space. A lot of their stuff is going to be higher end price, but a lot of people that are very in tune with the world and how it's moving are going to be looking for jewelry that would align with these, even if, you know, the jewelry industry does fade as it has in the recent years. The big thing to keep in mind with Brilliant Earth is the fact that, like I said, they have their own kind of niche in the jewelry industry, and where you look at their competitors, a lot of them are kind of just not doing the same kind of sourcing practices that Brilliant Earth is doing. And on top of that, I do really enjoy Brilliant Earth's marketing strategy that they put out both on social media and just in their different types of branding practices that they do. Now, they had initially filed a couple weeks ago from the time of making this video, which is going to be September 14th, in order to actually have the prospectus out to do their IPO. Their expected pricing is going to be between $14 and $16, which, if you're familiar with IPOs, could change drastically. So all this kind of depends on what they do closer to the time they finalize. But as of right now, they are going to be listed on Robinhood, and the proposed valuation of the company is going to be about $1.5 billion. As I said, if you go on Robinhood, you can see that they are looking to get their IPO out through them. And I saw that they were listed on Webull, but I'm not entirely sure right now if Webull will be offering shares. If you are looking to get into an IPO soon, this could be a very nice one that could have a decent pop on direct listing day, as well as a long-term valuation for the company with the way that they're trying to gain more of a foothold in the market cap space for jewelry companies. Tiffany & Co., which would be one of the biggest competitors for Brilliant Earth in the jewelry space, actually got delisted earlier this year through a different acquisition. But before they were delisted, they were trading roughly about $16 billion in market cap. So this could set up Brilliant Earth to be in a good spot, not only because they'll be one of the only prominent jewelry companies trading on the market as of this time, but when you look at the fact that they could potentially be very undervalued based on where their other competitors were previously trading. If we want to estimate that they could be 2 to 3 times undervalued just from their current valuation, and the fact that they have a significant chance to pull a lot of market share from their competitors as time goes on over the next few years, we could see a case to where they could be worth easily 30 to 50 bucks depending on where the stock gets traded and how people show favorable conditions for where they view the company. As I mentioned before, Brilliant Earth is projected to be about $14 to $16 on their IPO listing. On their direct listing day, I could see them easily spiking to about the $20 to $30 range if the market is just not totally taking a dive when they actually go forward with their IPO. And the fact that it's going to be one of the next big Robinhood IPOs definitely helps in that sense too, because a lot of people are trying to get in IPOs even more so now with the access that has been coming out with Robinhood. It's going to be interesting to see how the price action plays out, but I do think they're a very strong company going into the next few years, even with the jewelry industry not being very strong as of right now. And the fact that they've listed numbers of being up 25% in revenues year over year shows good signs for growth in the company, especially with them moving to major cities across the United States. As I said, I'm going to be looking for a possible 2 to 3 times up in market cap for the company as they look to do more growth in the future. But as of right now, I think this is going to be a very nice valuation on a low end if you can get in early through this IPO listing. I've been doing a lot of crypto projects and research lately, so that's been why I've been kind of stepping back from videos a little bit, because I want to make sure I'm very clear on a lot of that stuff. I'm putting together a very prominent crypto project, so if you want to check that out, make sure you go over on Twitter, and it's going to be the Bitfins, and I'll have that linked in my description as well as pinned in my comments below for you to check that out. It's basically going to be kind of like a live art gallery where you can have a virtual fish tank that will allow you to, just look into different ways of having more art if you're interested in crypto, with a utility case that could also combine with your other crypto projects. If that's something that interests you, I will be doing a lot more crypto videos in the future, and I'll be looking to split the channel more half and half between stock market stuff and crypto projects as we look towards the future. Other than that, that's going to do it for me in this video today, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.